Knowing what I know now as a 25-year plus agent, how would I get started again? Hey agents, this is Luis Moreno here with Simply Health Insurance Agency. I got a good question posed to me. And the question is, knowing what I know now as a 25-year plus agent, how would I get started again? So I'm just going to tell you exactly what's on my mind. But before I do that, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And tell me in the comments, tell me, what do you think about what I'm going to say? And also, if you had to start all over again, how would you start? Okay, it'd be interesting to find out. All right, so what would I do here? How would I get started? That's a really good question. So let's start off with my actual history. I started in '99 with Mutual of Omaha as a captive agent. Okay, I started selling Medicare, mainly Medicare supplements. I started doing long-term care and a little bit of disability and some life insurance. Okay, well, 2 years passed, and then I went to Farmers Insurance and I opened up my agency. Okay, and I still have my agency to this date, and we're doing so good with our agency right now. I do a lot of auto, home, life insurance, commercial insurance, you name it. We do it all. Flood, you name it. It's all done. Okay, so I do that. But then I built the agency up. It became a very well-oiled machine, but I really love doing Medicare and some health insurance. So I went back to that probably in '06, started getting back into the game and selling Medicare and health insurance. And then 2014 came about, and Obamacare started. Ooh, was there a huge disruption in the industry? And I decided, okay, I'm going to go full force. Why not? And I've done so good to this point with Obamacare, but I never let go of the PNC and I never let go of the Medicare. Okay, so that's where I'm at now. So now, if I were to turn the clocks all the way back, assuming we have the same environment that we're in right now, what would I do? I would start with ACA. Here's why, guys. Now, I have a little over 5,000 heads with ACA. I've got about 1,000 heads with Medicare. Okay. Now, why ACA? Why not go full force into Medicare? Why not go full force into the PNC? And I will tell you, we are. I've got staff for that. So just because I'm going 100% AC doesn't mean that those are not still going, okay? But why would I focus on ACA? Well, here's my reason. The commissions are about the same or better than Medicare. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the amount of staff that you need, support staff that you need to maintain a book of business compared to property and casualty, man, I need about 1/3 of the staff that I would need on property and casualty, because property and casualty, P&C, is a lot of service work. People need ID cards, they need stuff for their home and the mortgages, and they're refinancing or buying homes. People need, there's billing issues with auto and adding cars and removing cars, and what did my rate go up? There is a ton of work with P&C. Okay, now ACA, a little bit of service work, not that much. Medicare, even less. Here's the beauty about Medicare and ACA is that even if you want a service, you can't. HIPAA, you can't do anything on their claims. You can't even view their claims. You can't take care of billing issues either. There's really nothing you can do. So you can just direct them to the carrier and let the carrier take care of the problem. Now, you do have to write a policy. I help my insureds with finding docs, making sure that they're in the network. I help insureds with the medications, mainly just checking to see what tiers are going to be on, if they're covered. But that's it. Pretty easy going. Okay. So that's why I think I would start with at least the health side of the business and then add everything else later. Now, here's the other reason. Now, remember, I've got 3 engines. I have the Medicare engine, I have the ACA engine, and I have the P&C engine. I also have a little life engine over here. Okay. So let's start out. Let's do a funnel. Let's put the ACA. So it is, my marketing for ACA is kind of fast and furious. I do a lot of social media advertising. So I generate a lot of leads on Facebook and Instagram for ACA. So I write these people for ACA and I make a great living. Okay. Then what I do from that is these people, they go into our CRM that I manage and I work with. It's called Agent CRM, and you can click down below to get some information on them. It's called Agent CRM. They all go into my CRM, and once they're in that CRM, the CRM is checking to see when they're going to turn 64 and a half, because now I'm going to take those clients that are coming into Medicare, they're going to be going into, that are an ACA. Now they're going to be aging out of ACA and going into Medicare, but I'm catching them right before that happens so that I can write their policy. You're probably thinking, God, that guy's a little smart. All right. So I go into my CRM, they're entered in there, and I put the date of birth so a workflow can notify me when they're turning 64 and a half. And guys, I'm getting these daily. I'm getting notifications from my CRM. Hey, Luis, you got a new client turning 64 and a half. I call them up. Hey, I do my Medicare thing with them. All right, so that's Medicare. Now, these clients over here, they also need auto insurance, home insurance, renter's insurance. If they run a company, they may need business insurance, which is general liability, work comp, commercial auto, umbrellas. And of course, this whole group of people here, they all need life insurance. So ACA feeds my Medicare. Okay. My ACA feeds my P&C. I get a lot of P&C clients. With those clients, guess what we're doing? We're also working that book of business, and when they're turning 64 and a half, we're also trying to get them into Medicare. If they're under 65, they need health insurance, I put them into the ACA engine. And of course, we're doing life for all of them. So I've kind of built a really good machine of where all of these parts work together to help each other out. And in the long run, I'm kicking some butt, guys. All right. So to answer the question simply, what would I do? I think the easiest way to get into this industry and make a good living is ACA. Here's what I would tell you guys. If you're newly licensed, or maybe you're doing P&C, you're like, man, I ought to try ACA. Do me a favor, send me an email. My email is luis@360insurancegroup.com. Send me an email and let's talk, and we'll get you set up for ACA. Super easy. Okay, Medicare, a little more intensive as far as getting started. But if you want to do Medicare, I can help you do that too. All right. If you're a Medicare agent and you want to do ACA, the very same thing. Hey, shoot me an email. That'll be the easiest transition because you already understand healthcare. Doing ACA is so easy. And if you're an ACA agent and you want to do Medicare, we can help you with that too. All right. So I hope that helps you out. How would I get started? Guys, I will tell you how I would get started is I definitely start with healthcare. And in the healthcare industry, I would definitely start with ACA. I think that's the best way to go. Guys, click down below, get my email, and hit me up. Thank you. This is Luis Moreno with Simply Health Insurance Agency. Thanks again.